So guys, this is my weekly report for January 25th. As you know, we've been getting a lot of rain. Sacramento has been getting around an inch. But if you head up north, up by Redding and Shasta, you know, they're getting like 2 inches, a little over 2 inches of rain. So it takes about 3 to 5 days, and then it starts coming down the Sacramento River, and it gets really muddy. So um, check this out. I'm over here off the Sacramento River. This is Steamboat Slough, and I could see down about maybe 2 inches, 3 inches. It's really muddy. And what it does, it really puts a damper on fishing. The fishing will really come to a halt, and it just makes things tough. So I heard they might have opened the weir. So if they open the weir, that floods the northern end, and it gets really chocolatey up there, and fishing doesn't happen. It's going to be really tough for a while. We're going to need to have like a week and a half of no rain and warmer weather, hopefully, and then it'll clear up a little bit. And the first places to clear up are the flooded islands, because there's so much grass in there that the grass acts as a filter and the water cleans up a lot quicker. So when I could start seeing around, I don't know, 6 to 10 inches in the river, then I'll go in the flooded islands, because I'll be able to see around 20 inches, and those fish could find that stuff. They know where the water's cleaner. There are some exceptional areas that even if the water is like this in the Sac, that, you know, if you have access to the Port of Sacramento, it's pretty clear in there, and a lot of the fish will head in there. Also, the San Joaquin River from probably where the McCallum dumps into it all the way to Stockton stays pretty clear. So those are some areas that you could go to right now. I haven't been there yet. I will start going out looking around, but right now I think I'll stay home. So anyway, maybe go up to the lakes or something. So I'm going to talk a little bit about, you know, I always start out in the ocean. You know, the only thing going on is crab right now. You can still get your crabs, but you know, they open commercial season, so all the commercial boats are out there and they're hammering them. So there's so much earlier that, you know, when they couldn't go out there, that Oregon and Washington was supplying, you know, the areas, the crab, so the Dungeness. Well, they opened up the season last week, so all the guys went out and they hammered them. So they flood the market. I was in the Asian market the other day, and I saw it for $4.99 a pound. They were like, you know, £1.75 to 2 pound crab. And, you know, it's almost not feasible for me to go put the gas in my boat truck, take a whole day and go out there and spend the day and then get the crab. I might as well just go to the store and buy them. So I'm telling you, you know, and you almost can't beat going to the store, because they're live and they just got them. So anyway, coming in a little bit, check your sturgeon regulations. I heard some guys, friends of mine, went out, they didn't do very well, and I know a lot of the guys are taking a little time off. But if you're going to head out there, make sure you read the new regulations on sturgeon, because in 2024 it's changed. Make sure you go online, go to Fish and Game's website, and look at the rules, because they definitely changed it this year. And there's a lot of political stuff going on right now about sturgeon fishing and what they want to do in the near future. So they will be changing it during the middle of the year probably. So keep an eye on the regs for them. You can go in your tackle store, or anybody that sells licenses, they're informed right on the computer of what's going on. So other than that, cold out here, and I just want to give you a little recap. Last week we had the ISE show here at Cal Expo. It was really busy. There was a big turnout. I was walking around. I didn't bring a booth in there. I was just walking around, hanging around different booths, and I did a couple seminars at the theater and a couple seminars on the tank. But I was just overwhelmed with all you guys coming up to me and shaking my hand and saying how much you watch the channel and everything. I really appreciate all the support I'm getting from you guys. I wanted to just say thank you guys for coming out there. Other things, some of the other kind of fishing in the area, like I was really doing a lot of stripers. I'm probably going to taper off a little bit now, but I'm sure if you can find clean water way in the back sloughs or in the port of Sacramento or up to San Joaquin, you might find some fish. This all happened so fast in the last week. So usually it takes a fish a week or so to acclimate and to find the areas that it has clear water. So I would anticipate maybe another week and a half to where it'll start getting fishable if the rain lets up. In the lakes, the bass fishing, they were doing really well. I know Folsom was producing. Um, Orville was red hot. You go to Shasta, everybody, the lakes are pretty much, you could go up there and catch bass. But other local things around here, trout plants are getting done heavily. So, there's a lot of the lakes like Comanche, Amador, Collins. If you look at Fish and Game's website, they plan them, and also the lakes plan them themselves. Like Amador, I know they're dumping big brute stock stuff in there, that trout that were like 8 to 10 pounds. Comanche also puts some big ones in there. So you could call the lakes and they'll tell you, when they planted, and then you can look at Fish and Game and see when they plant them. Fish and Game, when they plant little smaller grade fish, but they plant a lot of them. Other things going on, we're in dead of winter, so crappie fishing is really good up at Clear Lake. I hear there's a lot of fish in that 2 pound class that are being caught. Last week I was up at Berryessa, and Warren got one about 2.5, but we didn't slaughter them. We caught a ton of bluegill, and they're still down like 50 feet over there. So, I don't know what's going on. Maybe these storms coming through here is going to change things with that lake. I don't know. We'll have to see. So I'll be getting up there pretty soon because, I'm wishing that lake would turn over so I could start going up there and catching some of them landlocked kings. Haven't heard too much about kings at Folsom or Orville. Not too many people are going after them yet, but I'm assuming they will pretty soon. Other things is, if you look back this last Monday, I did a thing. You know how I always talk about, because I use braid 99% of the time, unless I'm fishing flutter spoons or light stuff in lakes. But I always use braid, and I always tie that Alberto knot because that one's always been really good to me. And this guy, Uncle Jim, I did a thing on it on Monday. It actually showed how it works, and it works super great. I mean, I tie the Alberto knot pretty fast, but I tie it faster with that little tool, and it came in handy when tying light line because it's a lot easier. So check that out, and you could go onto his website and get one if you think it's going to help you. Another thing I did that last Monday is a personal friend of mine is building this website company. It's called Subcontractors United, and anybody that has anything to do with building. So like if I was watching something, I wanted to look up someone that does construction, whether it's asphalt or plumbing or garage door, anything that has to do with construction, you could go on this website and it'll list a bunch of companies that are doing it. So if you are a company and you know me, you could get a hold of me, and this thing is for real. This guy just wants to help people out. He's spending a lot of money, and he just wants to help people. It's crazy, but it's for real. So get a hold of me, and I'll get you like 5 months free. It doesn't cost you a dime. So if you have a plumbing company or whatever and you want to get on it, I can get you on it and get you 5 months free. And then if it works for you in 5 months, you can continue doing it, and the cost is like 90% cheaper than if you had to go buy it by yourself. So give me a shout if you have any kind of contact with any kind of people that own construction or own any kind of business. So anyway, getting back to fishing, I'm gonna go out no matter what. I'm probably gonna sneak up to some lakes. I'm doing that consulting, so I got trips lined up, and they're backing up because you know, I get delayed. I don't want to take you out and fishing here because before we even launch, I'm telling you we're not going to catch anything. I could show you your electronics and stuff like that, but I'd rather do it on a day where I could show you the fish and actually catch them. So my consultant business is going really well, and I want to thank everybody that put a deposit down to go out with me, but we're going to have to wait. But if you want to go, I'll take you, but I'd rather wait. So look at this water. It's just amazing how fast it came up. So anyway, if you like this video, hit that like. Please subscribe. I don't know if I'll be putting a video out every Monday. I might do some shorts instead because I won't be on the water as much. But as soon as things settle down, I'll get back on track here. But I always do the one on Thursday. So I always have the report, let you know what's going on in the area. And if the fish start biting, I'll let you know. So if you want to leave me a comment, just hit that bottom button and I'll get back to you in a few days. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.